If the vampire has a bat on you and you are playing the circus, you can camp the barricade by the oracle so the vampire's bat won't grab you. This also works for Project Virgin's outside barricade and the manor's spinning shelves. Using this tip is very funny since the vampire has no idea where you are. Here's 40 Deceit tips coming from a pro. If you're masked as someone as infected, make sure to mark their character a different color in the scroll wheel to know exactly where they are. If infected is spamming altars at the start of the game, do not chase after them. Instead, do tasks to get heat goggles and a pistol, and only attack them if you see them running past you while you're doing tasks. If you're protected, try going AFK by the shop before the infected comes by, so they think you are browsing the shop and they are more likely to grab you because of that. You can destroy the generator while using the clarity ability to maximize the amount of sanity you drain on the players. If you are infected and the innocents are going to vote out the phantom, you can try voting them out right before the in-between starts so you can eat them in the in-between, because you do not want to worry about the innocents sussing you. You can also do this as human. If you want to find out if someone is infected or phantom, just vote them out right before the in-between starts. If you know who the soulbound leader is, meaning the person who soulbounded the other player, attack them first since they are the one capable of soul striking. If you're the mimic and want to switch to the innocent team, tell the innocent players what rules are in the game to clear yourself as a mimic and to help out the innocent players, but only do this if one innocent player is already dead. You don't have to look at every task to see if it's active. Rather, just run near the room and hear if the sound effect for that task is being played. If it is being played, that means the task is active. If your infected teammate gets soulbounded, you can track them to see who they avoid or grab in the in-between. This will allow you to figure out who their partner could be. If you believe a certain player is infected but the escape key is available, ask them to grab the key. If they can't grab it, they are the infected. Use the soul swap ability to handcuff or shoot a player in the final showdown. You can also use the cage in Millhaven to catch a player, or you can use the soul swap ability in the in-between to banish a player. If a player is getting sussed, like another player is asking for the role or to go to the scanner, use the silence ability to make them look suspicious. If players are going to use the scanner, you can use disruption to stop them from using the scanner and potentially stop them from ever going back to using the scanner. If you see a player running towards a crack or teleporter, use the earthquake or blockage ability to block them from going through. This will allow you more time to grab and kill them. As infected during the daytime, if you are behind a player you wanted down but they are about to leave your view, use the paralyze ability to stop them and allow you to line up your shots. You can also use this in the in-between to catch a player that's about to get away. You can get 200 XP each save as Guardian, so don't waste it by randomly selecting someone to protect. Instead, tell players they are protected or go in a consistent pattern instead of protecting people randomly. If an eye is active, it will disappear after 3 seconds of you being outside of its view. If you have a full lobby and there are no altars activated, the daytime lasts for 1 minute and 45 seconds. If a player is dead, it will be 1 minute and 50 seconds. The manor's confession booth lasts for 25 seconds, so don't wait outside for that long. Bandages take 3 seconds to be applied. You can use the mask in the in-between to test out and see if the monster is willing to eat certain players. This could help you understand if the player you are masked as is their infected partner, their friend, or someone that they are not interested in killing. Wait just before you are getting grabbed to use sanity serum. This will allow you to save sanity that could be wasted before you got grabbed. Put the teleporter in a remote location with no traffic, like the central bedrooms on Manor, so nobody knows where it is. Use traps just before you are going to get grabbed, so the infected is stunned for longer and you won't accidentally waste a trap. You should place the motion sensor in places with the least amount of traffic, like these places: storage or patio on Manor, laundry room or morgue on Asylum, cargo or communication on Virgin, and teapot or merry-go-round on Circus. At night as innocent or during the day as infected, spam the decoy button to confuse the opposing players. As infected, if you really want to target a certain player, buy a tracker so you can predict their moves. But get the mute ability ready in case they catch on to what you're doing. If you are following someone in the in-between and they keep turning around, use invis before they turn around and see if they will transform. With the hammer of mending, you can camp cracks and refix them if the monster is destroying them. This could save you from getting grabbed and will waste the infected's time. If you want to quickly vote someone out, muzzle them and then down them so they can't defend themselves. With all the troll lobbies, this will work perfectly. If you see someone doing a lot of alters, then use a back scanner to make sure they are not wearing a mask. If you down a player and you think they are going to get back up, put a blindfold on them so it's easier to down them again. If you want to vote out or scan someone but they are in a group that trusts them, you can use earmuffs to then tell the other players about your info, giving you more time to persuade their bias. Torch is the best item against the werewolf since you get a lot more charges with it. So if you have double werewolves in game, opt for the torch as your light item instead of a camera or something like that. Before the in-between starts, you can put a muzzle on a player. If the in-between ends before 90 seconds passed from placing the muzzle, check if that player still has the muzzle on. If they don't have the muzzle on, that means they transformed as the monster, which breaks the muzzle. But remember, the minimum time for the in-between is 60 seconds. If the vampire has their bat on you, you can invis right before the bat touches you, which makes the bat go away without draining your sanity. You don't just have to use the bandages for the chemist. Bandages are useful for fighting when you are outnumbered and regaining health after a fight. I'll be live on twitch.tv/TropicalNayr, so if you want more tips, I can tell you that while I'm playing Deceit 2.